I have lived in United Kingdom for many years. I work, I pay my taxes, I greet my neighbors, I take my daughters to the park, and I give thanks for the opportunity this country gave me. I am an immigrant and I am a journalist. I don't know want shouting or labels. I want clarity. I want truth. I want respect. That is my today. I speak calmly but firmly. In recent days, the word fear has been repeated too often. A knife attack, three victims, one arrested, and a country that once again argues about the same thing: security, borders, asylum, and integration. The clip that is going around shows angry presenters, a mother whose voice breaks with fear and pain, callers asking for answers, and politicians turned into targets for all the blame. The emotion is real, the pain is real, the wounds are real, but what we can not do, neither as Britons nor as immigrants, is confuse pain with permission to generalize. A crime is a crime, a criminal is a criminal, and an entire community cannot be treated as guilty by association. The United Kingdom stands on a basic principles. The law applies to each case with evidence, process, and justice. That principles protect all of us, those born here and those who came later. That say people fear is not a performance. When a mother says she does not leave home without company, she is not doing politics. She is describing her daily life. When someone say they lost a friend to a stabbing, they are not exaggerating. They are surviving an absence. There are areas where nice violence has grown for fear, has grown for years too, and that demands serious, miserably, and constant action, not empty speeches, not culture wars, not hashtags. As an immigrant, I know what it means to adapt, learning the right rules, saying please and thank you, even when in a hurry, respecting queues, holidays, silence in public transport, ways of disagreeing without destroying. Adapting does not mean losing yourself. It means understanding that a shared home needs shared rules. That is why I say clearly whoever breaks the law must face the law. Without excuse if someone abuses the system, lies about their identity, or threatens other safety, they must face real consequence and stay which exists to protect the innocent, has the duty to act quickly, professionally, and transparently. The public, the public conversation we saw in the bio hits up when people mention military bases, hotel booths, borders, and a long list of complaints about privilege and condition. There are accusations, testimonies, and anger. My job is not to feed the anger, it is to ask for proof, contest, and solution. If a housing center has problems, they must be fixed with inspection protocols and sanctions, not rumors. If a stat lacks safety equipment, the contractor must obey labor law. Is there an assault, the police must arrest. Is there is fraud. It must be investigated, and if the asylum system has become slow and opaque, it must be reformed. Clear deadlines, verify identities, quick decisions, limited appeals, and full enforcement. There are already working tools in this country visible local police, early programs to prevent knife crime, open data by district use with resource to speed up trials, and integration programs measured by results, not good intentions. None of that is soft, that is serious. Serious governance means compassion with a spine and security with a human face. To those who feel afraid today, I am not asking for empty passion. I am asking for something better, demand efficiency, demand that the government publish facts, not adjectives. How many cases are solved each month? How many deportations are executed? How many accepted refugees work or study after 6 months? How many reoffend? How many centers pass safety and health audits? When data is public and trustworthy, conversation cool down and quality rise. To my fellow immigrants, I say this too. Integration is not a speech, it is daily behavior. Obey the law, cooperate with police, report crimes, learn the language, understand customs, contribute to your community. Trust is built by habits. The UK will look at us differently when we also look differently, and those in our own community who do wrong. Defending justice is not betrayal, it is protection for everyone. I understand the temptation to turn every tragedy into a slogan. I understand the impulse to shout, close it all, or invasion, but no slogan, no matter how loud, replace the hard work of real policy. Better policing, faster trials, integration with results, deportations when necessary, protection for victims, and care for those who follow the rules. Denial doesn't help either. There are crimes, there are failures, there is frustration. Naming them without exaggerating in the first step to fixing them. After all these years, I learned something simple. This country doesn't improve through hate or cynicism. It improves through working, institutions, and citizens who don't surrender to easy lies. Politics must listen to pain and respond with policy, not theater and the media. Yes, even those of us who make viral videos must choose and fool or bring light. I choose to bring light. That is why I propose a single, practical, and verifiable path. First, zero tolerance for crime from anyone whatsoever stand, threatens, or attacks face justice and consequence. Second, asylum processes with visible clause, clear timelines, verified identities, serious background checks, and real enforcement. Third, open data every month, district by district, about knife crime, arrest convictions, and repeat offenses. Without data, there is only noise. 4. Integration program linked to results, language, word, and law compliance. Supports continues when there is effort and progress. Fifth, real protection for victims and witnesses. Safe ways to report, legal and psychological support. This is not ideology. It's a basic manual for keeping a diverse society together. And yes, it sounds less exciting than a slogan, but houses are built on structure, not shouting. To the mother who called crying, I say your fear deserves answers, not speeches. To those who ask to blame punishment, I remind them that the rule of law is the measure that protects us all from chaos. To the politicians, I demand the basic fewer TV studios, more streets, fewer twins, more budgets uses wisely. To the presenters, I repeat what my father used to say: speak loud, but think that. I still believe in the United Kingdom because I see teachers, nurses, police officers, shopkeepers, drivers, and neighborhoods from either background doing their jobs with decency. I still believe because my daughters have friends with a thousand accents and one shared loud. I still believe because justice here, with all its flaws, can still correct what goes wrong. I am an immigrant, I obey the law, I respect this country culture, and I want it to remain safe for everyone. That is why I reject both panic and indifference. I ask for responsibility, transparency, and results. Security is not a slogan. It is a promise kept through action, and peaceful living is not a picture. It is a habit we practice every day. I will keep reporting with calm, with data, when available, and with humanity always. Not to silence just anger, but to turn it into real change, because fear must never be the language of our streets. The language of our streets must be love, truth, and respect, and in that language, everyone, born here or arrived later, can understand each other. Thank you for listening, for thinking with me, and for believing that conversation still matters. If you agree with this message, please subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and share it. It's not just a gesture, it's a way to say we still want to build a fairer, safer, a more human United Kingdom together. Goodbye.